Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, April 1st, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Nevis Island Administration, through the Department of Social Services, is informing the general public of the distribution schedule for checks issued for March 2019 for the Household Assistance Program. The dates are Tuesday, April 2nd and Friday, April 5th, 2019 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The venue for both days is the El Camino T. Willett Park Pavilion. Valid government-issued identification must be presented when collecting the checks. Persons who are collecting on behalf of other persons must present their own ID and that of the persons on whose behalf they are collecting. Persons are asked to note that if they provided banking information before March 10th, 2019, they should check their respective accounts to verify that direct deposits were made. For further assistance, contact the Department of Social Services at 469-0720 or 469-5521, extension 2045. Preparations are going smoothly for the 27th staging of the Gulf Insurance Interprimary Championship, slated for Wednesday, April 3rd at the Nevis Athletics Stadium. That is according to Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Kevin Barrett.
This is the second time that we are going to be using the Mondo track for that competition. And right now, as you could see behind me, the preparations are ongoing. Tents are in place. And we are also seeing above us here that the tents that will go over the vendor area, they are starting to be put in place, and by late this afternoon I'm sure all of those things are going to be in place. The schools have been preparing well, and all of the schools I know have been using the track to get their athletes specially prepared and so that they could utilize the facility here as best as they could in preparation for the big event.
Barrett also spoke about the non-alcoholic beverages policy, which is in effect for Wednesday's activity.
Please do not come to the race on Wednesday with the intention of bringing or consuming alcohol at the event. The booths will not be selling alcohol, and we will not be allowing anyone to bring alcohol into the facility. The security officers, they have assured me that they are going to be very vigilant, and they are going to stop you or turn your back if you attempt to bring alcoholic beverages into the facility on Wednesday.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Kevin Barrett. As the date of Gulf Insurance Interprimary School Athletic Championship approaches, patrons and other members of the general public are being advised to adhere to certain guidelines to ensure the smooth execution of the event. Garfield Virgo is the meet director.
The athletes area, you realize when you come to the meet, it will be different in terms of the organization and the arrangement. We're requesting from the public that if you're not authorized to be in that area, especially the well-wishers and so forth, if you're not authorized to be in that area, please do not force yourself to get over there. Parents, please allow the schools to monitor and manage your children up until the end of the meet. All right, if there are any issues, then I'm sure that they will get in touch with you as early as possible.
The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and A+ Security Services Limited are partnering with the Ministry of Education and the Department of Youth and Sports to provide security at the Nevis Athletic Stadium.
We, at the entrances to certain areas, we are to ensure that only people who are supposed to be in those areas get to them. Therefore, you still have enough time between now and the 3rd to get all the passes you want from the appropriate people. Get the passes so that when you get to the event, we don't have to turn you back. The bands that are given to you, they are to be worn, not carried. We have had in the past that problem where parents want to go to where the athletes are to take the children out. I've asked the authorities here to ask the teachers to meet with the parents and let the parents know, leave the children to the coaches and the teachers. So therefore, please do not come hoping to get them.
Meantime, as there is the potential for traffic congestion, motorists are reminded to adhere to the traffic signs and the instructions of the officers of the traffic department.
Traffic sign will be placed on the day in question so that the motorists can follow the direction of those traffic signs. Points to note: person fail to comply with these signs, for example, no parking, and some reason you park there, you will be towed away at your own expense. Parking will be provided in the parking area designated by the Ministry of Sport. The parking will be lit, lights will be there, utilize the parking area. When you park, make sure that you don't leave any valuables into your vehicle. Secure all your valuables. Cooperate with the officers giving the instruction. We know it may be a hectic day, so we just need the cooperation from each and every one so we can have a smooth flow on that day in question.
A brief ceremony will be held at noon on Wednesday, April 3rd to officially open the meet, with the first event slated for 1 p.m. Still to come.
The events are varied, planned with young persons in mind, and will therefore try to reach as many young persons as possible.
The details after this break.
Everybody have a good time. We're enjoying ourselves. We're having fun.
Love, passion, pride. Culturama 45. The Caribbean's greatest summer line. We are alive from July 26th to August 6th.
Welcome back. The Department of Youth observes Youth Month in April, an occasion used to celebrate young people in Nevis. The activities to celebrate Youth Month commenced today, Monday, April 1st, with a message from Minister of Youth, the Honorable Eric Evelyn.
It gives me great pleasure to address you on the occasion of Youth Month 2019. The chosen theme for this year's celebration is Your Rights, My Rights, Our Rights. Stand for human rights. It is a call for all young people to raise awareness on the UNESCO-sanctioned human rights. It is also a call for all youthful citizens to facilitate the creation of a world where people treat each other with respect and dignity, where peaceful solutions are sought between individuals, groups, and nations. Ultimately, men, women, boys and girls should be given the opportunity to enjoy their human rights.
Minister Evelyn used his address to admonish all young people to take advantage of the offerings of the Department of Youth throughout this month and to participate in as many activities as possible.
Throughout the month of April, the Department of Youth will bring to focus the human rights through various activities that will see the participation of our young people from across the island, including Youth Day of Prayer, Youth for Human Rights March, Easter Camp dubbed Camp Rights, Youth in the News, Youth Impact 12, Be a Career Choice Day, and Visit to Her Majesty's Prison. The events are varied, planned with young persons in mind, and will therefore try to reach as many young persons as possible. I take this opportunity to wish all our youth in Nevis a happy Youth Month. This is your time to shine, so make the best during the month of April. I also ask that all our citizens support the Department of Youth in their quest to empower our nation's youth. I now take pleasure in declaring Youth Month 2019 officially open.
meantime, my rights, your rights, our rights stand for human rights is the theme for Youth Month, which commenced today, Monday, April 1st, with the official launch of the Department of Youth's Facebook page.
On Tuesday 2nd, and for every Tuesday of the month of April, we will be having our annual Youth in the News program. Youth in the News is a program geared towards helping young persons build their public speaking capacity, but also reaching persons in the area of journalism, specifically youth. So I would implore all to stay tuned to all media outlets participating Fun Radio, Nevis Television, and the sports page.
VJ Harrinan Rain, Youth Development Officer at the Department of Youth, also noted that one of the activities is a character building workshop, which commenced today at the Emergency Operations Center at Long Point. It will end on Wednesday. Youth Month, which is celebrated annually in April, is an initiative by the Department of Youth on Nevis.
On Saturday 6th, we will be having a Youth on the Go program that will feature the 25 most remarkable teens that were selected from Nevis for the year 2018-2019, and they comprise of 5 persons. Also on that day, we will be recognizing Youth Day of Prayer, where we ask churches to lead a youth sermon or have youth involved in sermons or church-based activities on that day. Finally, on Saturday 6th, we will be having the Yes Youth Rally, Yes being Youth Empowering Service, hosted by the Restoration Gospel Band. On Sunday 7th, we will be having our church service at the Forward in Faith Ministries from 10 a.m. and we are inviting the general public to come out and worship with us. Also on that day, we will see the continuation of our Youth Day of Prayer and the final day of the Yes Youth Rally. On Monday 8th to Thursday 18th, we will be hosting our annual Easter camp that will be themed around the human rights. Highlights of that camp include a fun day, a visit to the abattoir, and sessions with the Nevis Disaster Management Department based on survival skills. I am asking one and all to like our Facebook page, Department of Youth Nevis, where information relating to not only Youth Month, but all youth-based activities will be posted. I'm also encouraging all to come on out and support all of the activities that I have mentioned for the month. Remember that youth are the future, and in order for us to have a next generation, we must empower young people to take up the mantle to move us forward.
Other activities include the annual Youth March on Friday, April 26th, which will commence at 3 p.m. at the former Artisan Village. Activities for Youth Month will end on May 1st with a career day for all primary and secondary schools on the island. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.